excited to be here. I have been to a lot of business plan competitions at this point, a lot of showcases, and I know how much work each and every one of you sitting here has put in to make it to this day. So I want to just congratulate all of you and say welcome, and that I really am so excited to hear your presentations. To start off with, I'm Alex Titel. I'm the site director at our East Oakland site, so that's why I haven't met any of you. But all throughout this year with our students in East Oakland, we've been going through the exact same process. And so today is really the culmination of all of your hard work. I want to do a few more introductions before we go over what the flow of this morning is going to look like. And I know that you guys are really ready to just get up here, so I'll try and be as quick as possible. Over here, you will see Tom Tang. So Tom works in operations at our site. So for all of you COOs, it's a great thing to talk to Tom, to ask him what it involves, because you'll have a lot to discuss, a lot to talk about. I also want to welcome our judging panel. Let's give them a round of applause. We really appreciate you taking the time to come out on a Saturday morning and share your expertise and to score the presentations. So you're going to learn more about our judges between the student presentations, but for now, I'm going to lay out what you can expect from this morning. So the way this works, you all know how it works. What is this going to look like? What are you going to do right now?
Present.
Yeah, you're going to present. Right. What information are you going to be presenting?
Your business.
Your business, your product. What else are you going to be talking about? Manufacturing process.
COGS.
How we came up with
COGS, how you came up with it. Promotions, marketing and sales, your financials, your philanthropy, all of that. So these presentations are chock full of information. As you all know, there is a really strict 10-minute cap on the presentations, okay? And that's going to be true in all of the rooms, because in the final round, we won't have time to go beyond 10 minutes. So it's really important as you're presenting that you occasionally glance over at Tom. He'll be holding up signs that say 2 minutes left, 1 minute left, or 30 seconds left, okay? Yes?
Is it 10 minutes like for the presentation and the Q&A together?
That's a great, you read my mind. That's a great question. So no, the 10 minutes is just for the presentation. After the presentation has wrapped up, then you will have 3 minutes for a Q&A. Only our judges will be asking questions during the Q&A. So to all of our guests, all of our families who are here, first of all, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Let's give them a round of applause. To all of our guests and then the other teams as you're listening to presentations, at the end, if you have questions, I encourage you to go up to each other, to network, to ask those questions. But during the actual Q&A, the official Q&A, we're only going to have questions from judges. Now, if you get cut off early, so say you're talking and you're really into it, and then all of a sudden, Tom or I are like, actually, it's time, it's over. We feel really bad interrupting you, but don't tell anyone. I'm going to give you a little bit of a hint. During the Q&A, if there's any information that you didn't get to work in at the end of your presentation, just find a way to work it into the Q&A. The judges didn't hear it. They didn't know that I said it, okay? So don't worry. If you get to that 10-minute mark and get cut off, just stay up here, keep on presenting, okay? At this time, I would love if everyone can just go ahead and check their cell phones to make sure they are completely off, because it can be nerve-wracking to be standing up here, and any disruption can be really, really hard. I also know that students, I don't have to say this, I don't have to tell you, but you all know how distracting it can be if anyone in the audience is talking. Even if you think you're whispering, it can be very distracting. And so please make sure at all times you're facing forward, your eyes are on the speaker, and that you're being completely respectful, because that way everyone's going to have the best experience possible. I also know that I probably don't have to say this, but just make sure you're also demonstrating a lot of sportsmanship. At Build, we're all about family, and yes, this is a competition, and I know that each of you really would love to go to that final round, but make sure that you are also congratulating each other, recognizing one another's accomplishments, all of that. You ready? Great. All right. So, does anyone have any questions? Anyone have any questions before we get started with our first presentation? Okay, one last thing is if at any point you need to use the restroom, I just ask you to wait to between presentations. Between presentations, we are going to have judges introduce themselves. We'll also have a chance to talk a little bit about what happens next after the E1 year, all of that. But just make sure that you're waiting to sneak out until the between presentations. And the ladies' room is all the way down to the right, just as a note, and then the men's room is down to the left. And you go inside, and it'll be pretty clear. All right. So I know everyone's really excited, everyone is ready, and it is my great honor to welcome our very first team, Sharp Design from Sequoia.
Nice to meet you. Good morning.
Mentors are going to come around to give you this.
Hello, my name is Catalina Juarez, and I am the CEO in the VPMS.
Hello, I am Doris Diaz-Lupian, the VPMD.
Hello, my name is Vanessa Arellano, and I'm the CFO.
And together we are Sharp Design. Action.
Doris, I got this from a company named Stunner Shades, but they're too simple and boring. I want something unique and different that will express how I feel.
Oh, you know, I was on Facebook yesterday and I saw exactly what you're looking for. The page is called Sharp Design and it's unique and different.
But what is Sharp Design?
Hey, I know what Sharp Design is. I actually got this product on their page. I was on their page a weeks ago because I was scrolling through Facebook. I decided to stop and read about it. And I read that they put images on the lenses. That sounds really cool.
Wow, so you mean to say that I can get them on Facebook?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. You can get it on Facebook, but only if you want them customizable, which mine are. They're cheetah print, because I love cheetah print.
Wow, that's totally cool. I want one of those, and I bet all my friends, as well as all of you, want one of those.
Now, who are we? Well, we're the people who want to give you what you want most. Now, what are we offering to you? Well, we're offering you a chance to express yourself the way you want to. And what makes us unique is that we're not like some of our competitors that are shade, who only seem to put logos and brands on the side of their frames. We're different. We put images on the lenses. It's really awesome.
How we came up with Sharp Shades? Well, we noticed that most of the people were wearing glasses, so we wanted to be different and we wanted to let you be you.
For our manufacturing process, we have a very simple process. It takes from 15 to 20 seconds, and it's basically getting the image the customer wants, shrinking it to the right size so it will fit on the lens, put it over it, and we'll shade it in with a blending marker, and then once we let it dry, the image will be right on there.
Our three competitors are Nev, Stunner Shades, and Brigetta Eyewear. Nev's weakness is that they only focus on skaters and not on any of us who would like to wear their glasses. Stunner Shades' weakness is that they're only putting logos and brands on the frame of their glasses. Also, they're E2 students, and we have only noticed one person on campus wearing their glasses, so they're not as unique, different, or people just don't want to wear their glasses. Brigetta Eyewear weakness is that they have balanced color, no designs, and they're really expensive and high schoolers can't afford them. Why are we the best? Well, we're not as expensive, we're unique and different, we help people express themselves.
Now I'd like to talk about our promotions. We're actually going to be going up to people and telling them about our product and showing our product, because we actually want to have our product on us at all times. We're also going to be putting up flyers around our school, and then we're also going to be using Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We'll be using those where once people buy our product, we're going to ask them if we could take a picture of them so that we can post it on those 3 websites to show how much people really do love our product.
Our primary target market is from teenagers from ages 14 to 16. Our secondary target market is from ages 17 to 20.
Now, why these ages, you may ask? Well, we noticed that most teens like wearing sunglasses. Like, can I get a show of hands? How many people here like wearing sunglasses? Exactly. That's about more than half the room. So we decided we wanted to let people express themselves. That's the way they do actually want to express themselves. And some of the places we'll actually be selling them at we'll be selling them at Sequoia, around Red City, Bill Bazaars, and Hometown Holidays.
Our price is $12 with the case and $10 without the case. Some of the things we'll be needing to proceed with our product would be the blending marker, the paper, the ink, and the case, and our labors included in our costs. The total cost with our case would be around $4, and without the case would be around $3. Here are the sales projections for the first 3 months, and as you can see, the revenue keeps on going up because we plan to sell at least 5 more as the time goes by. Our execution timeline is that we plan to start getting our products, our items from October to December. From January to May, we plan to manufacture them, and hopefully in June, we plan to start selling them. Our survey results is that we surveyed 21 students at high school, and we got positive results back. As you can see, more people chose retro glasses rather than aviators. More students said they would pay $8. More people said they would want the case to be included in our product, and more students said they would buy our product.
Also, this is our break-even point, and we'll be selling 10. We'll be selling 10 without the case, and it'll take us to sell 9 with the case. And those are also flyers that we were passing out for our product. And as you can see, also we have business cards and flyers that we're selling out, which Vanessa is passing out the business cards. And now our philanthropy is we're actually going to be giving 5% to the Wildlife Foundation, because we all have something in common. We all love animals, and we do not want them to get harmed or injured, so we want to protect them.
We have also been getting a lot of questions if we can put your own image on the lens. As you can see, Purple has these glasses with his own image on the lenses, so the answer is yes, we can put your image on the lenses.
And now we thank you for your time, and we'll now be taking any questions.
Did you think about any concerns with visibility through the lenses of these glasses?
Actually, we have, and here, if you would like to try them on.
Thank you very much.
You can see, as you can see the same way you would see out of regular sunglasses.
So your costs of goods, I missed some of the details. Can you just summarize maybe our CFO?
So our cost of goods would be $115 with the case, and then
$115 per glasses?
month.
Okay. So for each unit, okay, $380.
Those are our costs for per unit. It would be around $4 and with the case, and around $3 without the case.
Okay, and how much are you selling glasses for?
With the case would be around would be $12, and without the case would be $10.
Okay.
And these are your sales projections?
Yes, for the first 3 months.
So you mentioned that your target market was students from 14 to 17. And how many students in your high school, how many students does that represent?
Well, we surveyed 21 people, and most of them said yes, that they would buy our product.
Okay. And so in your high school, do you know how many 14 to 16-year-olds there are?
Well, that's about the whole freshmen are around 14, 15, and then plus sophomores, which are about 15, 16, and some 17.
And how many classrooms, what number of students fit in that age range?
There's a lot of kids at our school, so we're not exactly sure about exactly how many, but there's in the hundreds.
Okay.
So first of all, I thought you guys did really well. In general, I think you spoke pretty clearly. I might consider speaking a little slower, and the slides, sometimes you went through them pretty quickly, so you finished talking before we got a chance to read the slides. And I would say that when you hold the plastic sleeve in your hand, it's distracting because you're waving around, and so I'm trying to focus on what you're saying. But sometimes, like when you were presenting the glasses, you put it in front of the glasses, and then I couldn't see you were demonstrating. But I was wondering, did you, when you were surveying these students, did you survey them about your competitors as well, or mostly focused on your products?
We mostly focused on our product.
So the strengths and weaknesses were mostly just your competitive analysis yourself. Is that correct?
Actually, no. We actually looked about that because Stunner Shades, they're actually in build too, and we actually looked around our school and we noticed that we have only seen one person wearing their glasses. So we realized not many people were buying them. And as Dora said, that one of the Brigida, their glasses, they're just too expensive for our people our generation to buy them. They're just real expensive.
So how do you feel your product is different from Stunner Shades? Like, how do you think you'll be successful where they haven't been as successful?
Well, because we are different and unique. Because they're only putting logos and brands on the side of their frames.
Okay. And
so it's not as special. Ours is on the lenses, so they can see it when they walk by. It's not something you have to stop and look at.
So have you considered the difference between the demand between whether they're guys or girls when you do the survey? So, like, how do you sample for the people that you're surveying?
Well, actually, we're going to be doing different kinds because we're going to be doing we're thinking about doing sport glasses for main guys. So, like, if you're running or biking, we'll try to have sport glasses that have the elastic to go around so that they'll stay on. And we figured that guys might like that more. And we'll also have, some of our glasses will have little icons on the top, like little bows and stuff. So we figured girls would like that.
So will your cogs change depending on how customizable it is, and whether you put a unique image on your printing them?
Well, it's basically just the image. It doesn't really matter if it's like an image or a picture, but if they want the icon, yeah, it would be a little bit more.
Any more questions? All right, thank you so much, Joseph.